You saw it. You saw the way he spoke to the waiter. You saw how he went cold after you expressed a need. You saw the inconsistency, the excuses, the pattern. You saw it, and you stayed anyway. This video isn't about why women are blind to red flags. It's about why smart, self-aware women exactly like you, see them clearly and choose to look away. The answer is not what most people think, and once you understand it, you will never see yourself the same way again. Here's what nobody tells you about red flags. Your brain doesn't process emotional pain the same way it processes logic. When you're attached to someone, even someone who hurts you, your brain releases the same chemicals as addiction: dopamine, oxytocin, cortisol. Researchers call it intermittent reinforcement. When someone is sometimes warm and sometimes cold, sometimes available and sometimes distant, your brain doesn't register this as dangerous. It registers it as exciting. The unpredictability creates a craving, the same craving that makes gambling addictive, the same chemistry that keeps people checking their phone every 5 minutes, waiting for a text that may never come. So when you ignore a red flag, you're not being stupid. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's chasing the next hit of connection. Let's go deeper. Your nervous system has one job: keep you safe. And here's the paradox. Familiarity feels safe, even when it isn't. If you grew up in an environment where love was inconsistent, where a parent was sometimes warm, sometimes withdrawn, sometimes present, sometimes emotionally unavailable, your nervous system learns something. It learns that this is what love feels like: unpredictable, earned, uncertain. So when you meet someone stable, consistent, emotionally available, your nervous system doesn't light up. It gets suspicious. And when you meet someone who triggers that old familiar feeling, hot and cold, push and pull, your nervous system says, I know this. This is home. This is why red flags don't feel like danger signals. They feel like chemistry. The anxiety you feel when he pulls away, that's not love. That's your nervous system running a very old program. There are 3 specific patterns, and most women use all 3 without realizing it. Pattern 1, the explanation loop. He does something that hurts you, and immediately your mind starts explaining it away. He's stressed at work. He had a difficult childhood. He doesn't mean it like that. The explanation isn't wrong. He might actually be stressed. He might actually have had a hard life. But notice what the explanation does. It moves attention from how you feel to why he behaved that way. Your pain becomes secondary. His reasons become primary. That is not empathy. That is self-abandonment. Pattern 2, the potential trap. You're not in love with who he is. You're in love with who he could be. You see the glimpses of the man he could become, and you stay, not for the man in front of you, but for the man you believe is hiding underneath. The problem: you cannot have a relationship with someone's potential. You can only have a relationship with who they are, right now, today. Pattern 3, the sunk cost. You've already invested so much: time, emotion, energy, hope. Leaving doesn't just mean losing him. It means admitting that all of that was a mistake, and that feels unbearable. So you stay, not because you believe it will get better, but because leaving requires you to grieve everything you already gave. Here is the truth that changes everything. Ignoring red flags is never really about him. It's about a belief you carry, usually from childhood, that you have to earn love. That love is something you work for, prove yourself worthy of, fight to keep. When love comes easily, consistently, calmly, without drama, part of you doesn't trust it. Because somewhere along the way, you learned that easy love isn't real love, And so you find yourself drawn to the relationships that require effort, the ones that keep you guessing, the ones that make you work. Not because you're broken, but because your nervous system is running a very old definition of what love is supposed to feel like. The red flag isn't just a warning about him, it's a signal pointing directly back to you, to a wound that deserves your attention. So what do you actually do with this? First, slow down the explanation loop. The next time you find yourself explaining his behavior, pause. Before you ask, why did he do that? Ask, how did that make me feel? Your feelings are data. They are telling you something real. Second, notice what you call chemistry. If your attraction to someone is built on anxiety, waiting for texts, analyzing silence, chasing warmth, that's not connection. Real connection feels calm, safe, like you don't have to perform or shrink or chase. If calm feels boring to you right now, that's important information about your nervous system, not about what love is. Third, grieve the potential, not the person. When you leave a relationship that isn't right for you, you're not losing him. You're losing the version of him you believed he could become. Give yourself permission to grieve that. It's real. It hurts. And it is not the same as losing love. It is the beginning of finding it. You are not weak for staying. You are not stupid for hoping. You are someone whose nervous system was shaped by experiences that taught you the wrong definition of love, and that can change. If this video made something click for you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. I'll see you in the next one.